morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are joining us. Thank you for being here. Today's practice is going to be a little bit of a flow, a little bit of movement. We're going to go from the top of our mats all the way down to the bottom and then back up and arrive in here at the top of the mat again. And we're also going to work with the Nadi Shodhana pranayama. That's the alternate nostril breathing. This is a great way to balance the hemispheres of the body and then also balancing the hemispheres of the brain as well. And we'll close out with the chant Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I am, Sat Nam. And this beautiful, wonderful chant can help to sort of, again, realign this balance. It can help to sort of unify you either with your goal, your aspiration, your intention, your sankalpa, or it can actually help to sort of remove some of the things that you're ready to release, some of this fear, some of those doubts, some of these outwardly expressions of the world that really don't really reside with you, right? We actually don't sort of reside within this sort of truthful being, this satanam, this I am, right? This powerful statement of I am. So let's arrive here at the front edge of our mat and stand tall. Actually, let's see if I can fit into screen here. No one's got my head cut off, so this is wonderful. So come to the front edge of your mat and arrive in your mountain pose. Make some small adjustments here so you can start to feel where the spine is long, maybe drawing a little bit in through the navel, pulling all the awareness into the center. Start to arrive within the breath and feeling the breath move in and out of the body with no controlling of the breath, just witnessing and allowing it to be here. And sometimes with this gentle awareness, this present sort of breath, it starts to soften, starts to lengthen. You might notice the inhales become a little slightly deeper. The exhales maybe slightly longer. And again, without this controlling, but this sort of witnessing, just being present with the breath, being present within this body, and starting to cultivate this feeling of safetyness within this body of awareness. So a few more rounds this way, maybe even moving the awareness to the movement of the body within the stillness. So you can start to see where the body starts to shift, and you can almost imagine that you're like a tree with roots reaching deep down into the earth, and then this upper body just swaying with the breeze, and being strong within its roots, but also very, very fluid and flexible, and swaying with all of the surroundings, the society around them, and being unbothered by it all. Tethered down into the earth, rooted down and supported, and then also being free at the top. So one or two more breaths with this awareness, with this breath, with this gentle movement within your stillness. And when you're ready to open the eyes, swing both arms up to the sky with this welcoming, this gratitude for this day, with gratitude for all that is here, all that is present. Bringing the palms together at the top and then gently rolling over to one side, allowing the hips to press away in the opposite direction. Start to notice how the breath changes here. It becomes a little bit more difficult to breathe in this position. And start to notice if you can start to bring this breath right into the side of the body. You might want to release down with the arm as you breathe out, bringing it to the side, maybe connecting that palm to the side of your leg. And one more round of breath here, wherever you are, trying to move into the spaces that might feel tight or might hold tension here. With your next in-breath, rise all the way up tall again. Hands come together, exhale, folding over to the other side. Feel the movement as you move over, nice and slow and gentle. Notice how the breathing changes on this side, noticing into any new tensions or patterns of holding, being present with whatever is here. One more or two more rounds of breath. Maybe as you exhale, you might want to drop that arm down the side, connecting palm to the outside of your leg. Feel this current of energy within you. When you're ready, with your next breath in, come all the way back up to the top, connecting those palms together. Exhale, adding a slight bend of your knees. Allow the upper body to start to fold forward. And then dropping down, try to keep those hands connected together. Bring some awareness to the back of the neck and maybe add a little gentle wiggle. Try to get any sort of tension out and release down. From here, there might be some space today where you start to add that little yawn at the back of the knees, stretching both legs nice and straight or somewhere close. 1 or 2 rounds of breath here. Start to press back with the upper body, press down with the upper body, back with the back body. 1 more round of breath. Let's release the hands out to the side and really embrace everything that's around you as you start to rise up, expanding arms out, straightening legs, arms at the top. Exhale, slowly bring the hands joined here, down at the heart. Pause. Just notice how you feel with this small, gentle movement. Let's invite one leg to cross over the opposite side, planting both feet down into the earth, maybe even working those outer edges of the feet closer together. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, go over in the direction of the feet. Try another round of breath here, noticing if it's more challenging, less challenging this time around. Start to notice into any differences, any changes. 1 or 2 more rounds of breath. You might even want to drop that arm down to the leg. And if this is not working for you, if you're moving back and forth, bring both feet back into that position underneath the hips, back into your mountain pose, and then try the stretch over. With your next breath in, come all the way back up tall to the center. Let's exhale, those hands down at the heart. Pause. When you reach here, notice what is present in your heart center, in the space within you, the center of compassion, of empathy, of love. Let's uncross our feet and cross it over on the other side, noticing any changes here as you begin to press those feet down, maybe even working those outer edges of the feet a little closer together. Inhale, let's sweep those arms out. Feel the day. Arrive here. Exhale, let's go over in the direction of the feet. Start to breathe into all of those tight spaces. Give yourself this permission or offering of release, inviting anything that doesn't need to be here just to let go. Maybe even dropping that arm down, pressing the inside of that hand to the outside of the leg. Notice your breathing. Come into this pose with a soft, gentle awareness. Wonderful. With your next breath in, rise all the way back up. Exhale those hands to the heart and take those feet back down underneath you. Pause here. Exhale, start to extend back with the sits bones. Let's reach arms up to the sky. Arms are right here beside the outer edges of our ears. Feel as though you can drop those shoulder blades back a little bit and engage some muscles of the arms. Really allow those fingertips to extend up to the ceiling. 1 or 2 more rounds of breath here, maybe keeping your eyes in the soft focus ahead of you. Embracing your own inner strength here. Let's take those palms together, bring it back here at the center of the heart. We're going to cross over the top of the legs here and allow the elbow to come to the outer edge of this knee. And then make a little adjustment here. Maybe that hip wants to draw back. See if we can keep those hips balanced and start to press that top elbow up. So you twist the upper body. Breathe. 1, 2, 3 rounds of breath, whatever you feel here. You might want to really get into this pose. You might want to release. If you do, that's okay too. Just come back whenever you're ready. Let's rise through the center, come all the way back up. Lift those arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, back down. Come into this chair pose again. Brace the strength here. Make any adjustments that you need till you feel balanced and centered in the middle. And then allow the softness around the eyes. 1 or 2 rounds of breath here, holding this pose. Rising into your own strength and resilience. Bring those palms together on an exhale. Twisting out to the elbow to the outer edge of the knee. Stacking that elbow up high. Making that little adjustment, drawing that outer hip back. Breathe. 1, 2, 3 rounds of breath, whatever you're comfortable with today. Rise all the way back through center and tall. Again, extend those legs, extend those arms. Exhale, sweep everything behind you as you roll the upper body down. Start to press those hands down at the front edge of your mat. Extend those legs back and come into a plank. Remember, you can also do plank with one knee down supported, both knees down supported if you need to. Come into a pose that works best for you. Pause here. Take 2 or 3 rounds of breath. You may even want to choose the tougher version of coming down. Elbows lining up underneath shoulders. Wherever you are, drop those knees. Bring the tops of the feet down into the mat. Hands underneath those shoulders and rise up. 2 rounds of breath here. Start to send the sits bones back, roll down, come into a child pose. See where you can start to surrender. Notice if you can lower your bottom jaw from the top. See where you can start to soften the muscles of the forehead, the eyes, even the arms and shoulders. Allow your arms and hands to become passive. Allow your breath to flow in and out. And see if you can tune into the breath through the back of your body. Feel the back of your body breathing. 2 more rounds of breath. When you finish your rounds, come into your tabletop. And start to press into one hand a little more than the other and lift the light hand off the mat. Extend it up, follow it with your gaze. Exhale, thread it underneath you. Bring your ear and shoulder down to the mat. This hand here that's at the front to support you, see if you can lift it off the mat. Extend it up to the sky. Bring it back towards your tailbone. And maybe there's some space where it starts to cross over the back and reach towards that hip crease on the other side. Take 1 or 2 more rounds of breath wherever you are. If this is tight on your shoulder, go ahead and place that hand back down in front of you underneath the shoulder, or reach the hand out to the front edge of your mat, bringing the arm up over top of your ear. Notice into what your shoulder needs today. And whenever you're ready, just untwist yourself all the way back up to the ceiling, following your hand with your gaze. Allow those hips to reach over to that side, and then come back into your tabletop, nice and slow. Recalibrate yourself here into your center. Maybe there's some space where you can start to extend tailbone, head in the opposite direction, maybe pressing into fingertips, pressing into knees, pressing into the tops of the feet. And whenever you're ready, start to press into one hand and allow the other one to become so light it lifts all the way up to the ceiling. Follow it with your gaze and breath. When you're exhaling, sweep it down underneath you, your shoulder, make your way down to the mat. This hand here that used to support you at the front is no longer needed for your support. Lift it all the way up to the sky. See if we can bring it back towards the tailbone. Or maybe it crosses over the back of the body and reaches towards the hip crease on the other side. Take a couple of rounds of breath here. Noticing into what muscles can be released here. What can you let go? Maybe there's some even emotions that you can let go today. Or maybe some pattern of thought that's not serving you. Whatever it is that you're ready and prepared to let go of today, give yourself permission. See where you can release it. Allow the earth to receive it from you. And when you're ready, start to unravel yourself. Place that hand back underneath the shoulder. Press yourself up. Follow your hand with your gaze as you extend it up towards the sky. Excuse me, sorry. And then bring it back into your tabletop. Extend one arm out and the opposite leg out behind you. Take a round of breath here. Find into a center. Notice what is moving and what is still. And maybe there's some space. You can start to draw that foot back towards the head. And maybe this arm around the front can extend behind you and clasp a hold of the outer edge of the foot. Yes. Extend that foot back and lift up a little bit. Don't allow that knee to roll out to the side. Draw it in so that the knee is facing down towards the earth beneath you. Maybe there's space for a breath or two here today. When you're ready, extend it back out. Come back into your tabletop. Maybe a little round of child's pose. A little round of cobra, up dog. Come back into your tabletop and extend the arm out on the opposite side now. When you're ready to, lifting the opposite leg. Extend here, find your breath, find your balance. Maybe bending that back foot behind you. And reaching back with that arm, connecting with the outer edge of your foot. Start to press that foot out behind you. Feel the stretch through the shoulder, through the arm, through the leg. Don't allow that knee to press out. Allow it to reach down as the leg and the foot lift. When you're ready to, extend it back forward, back into your tabletop. A little round here, child's pose, cobra. Take one or two more rounds of breath here. And then we'll come into the center. I'm going to turn this way so we can start to see. We're going to extend one leg out to the side. Bring the inside edge of the foot to the mat. And then roll to the outer edge of your foot. Maybe there's an option where you stay here today. Maybe there's some space where you can start to press up with the upper body and bring the hands here at the heart. Take a full round of breath. Press into that outer edge of your foot. Let's extend our arms out wide. Reaching out wide. Let's drop one hand down on top of the leg. Lift up through the other side. Take a full round of breath here. Exhaling it out. Reach back into the center. Palms here at the heart. Wonderful. Take a full round of breath. Let's try it on the other side, dropping the hand down by the bent knee, reaching up with the arm on the other side. Maybe there's space today where this arm can come up over top of the ear. Feel as you reach the outer edge of your foot and your fingertips in the opposite direction, stretching this whole body. Wonderful. Take your hand down the front and walk yourself forward to the middle. Hi, Laura. Gently press yourself back up into center. Let's pause here at the heart. Wonderful. Let's bring this knee back in underneath us. Start to set yourself up on the other side. Place both palms down. Press into your fingertips. Extend that leg out. Making that connection with the inside of the foot and the surface of the mat or the floor or the earth beneath you. Roll so that outer edge of the foot starts to make that connection there. When you're ready, begin to lift and rise. Hands here at the heart in acknowledgement of all that is here. Take a big breath in and extend those arms out to the sides. Let's do it the opposite way. Let's roll out to the bent knee and reach up. Maybe there's some space today where this arm can reach up over top of your ear. Feel the whole length of the body extending, stretching. Breathe into all of these newly created open spaces within you. When you're ready to press yourself up, arms out to the sides. And let's extend it over like a little teapot over to the opposite side. Full body stretch here, breathe. Let's dip those arms down in front of us. Let's bring that knee back underneath us. You're going to tuck the toes so the heels are lifted. Rise with both arms, reach up. And hips can move forward as the thumbs reach back. One round of breath here. Exhale it out, come back into the tall, into the center. And let's come down into a seated position on our mats. Fine tune your comfort. Pause to wherever you're ready to settle. Let's rewire some of these natural sort of grooves in the brain, and let's unwind the feet and try the opposite position, moving now the other foot or leg forward or on top. Notice how this new position feels as your body begins to realign and readjust. And let's welcome in this intention for balance today. Let's even just welcome it into a possibility that our whole body could be aligned and balanced, and all the systems of our body are working in unison with each other for a really well-being, for a wholeness. And we can start to invite either the first two fingers to come into the middle and then the pinky and the ring finger come together. I have to use my other hand to get into this position. So I find if I drop my ring finger in the middle and just use my thumb and pinky, so it's not really the traditional use of the mudra, but it's one that serves and works well. So with the first finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger, or maybe just the first two fingers and the ring finger and the pinky finger together, with your right hand, place the thumb on the outer edge of the right nostril and breathe in through the left side. After each inhalation, that's where we make the switch. So bring the pinky to the left nostril and breathe out through the right side. Breathe in through this right side. We make the switch after the inhale, breathe out through the other side. Breathe in through this side, the left side. Make your switch. Exhale through the right side. Breathe in through the right side. Make your switch. Breathe out through the left side. And continue breathing in, switching, breathing out, breathing in, switching, breathing out. And go at your own pace. And when you're ready to, start inviting the mantra Sat Nam. Breathing in, Sat. Breathing out, Nam. Breathing in, Sat. Breathing out, Nam. Notice how the Sat Nam is a very natural sound of the breath. It's a natural sound of the body. And this sound connects and unifies us with our breath, with our body, with our mind. So continue for 3-4 more rounds. Inhaling through one side, Sat, switching,
Exhaling through the other side, Nam. Breathing in through the same side, Sat. Switching the mudra over to the other side, breathing out, Nam. Breathing in, Sat. Making your switch, breathing out, Nam. And we end this pranayama breathing out through the left nostril. So we start by breathing in through this lunar channel, this very, very slow, very gentle, responsive rest and digest side of the body into the wholeness of the lungs. We are also breathing into the pituitary gland. We're breathing into the center of the brain, and we're breathing out, releasing it out through the Ida channel, this energetic channel. And we draw the energy in through the energetic channel, crossing it over to the other side, and then releasing it out through the soothing channel. We receive this breath in through the soothing channel, bring it over to the energetic side, and then breathing out, releasing it out. So just imagining how you're balancing all of these energies within you, imagining how you're balancing the left brain, the right brain, the left side of the circulatory system, and then the right side of the circulatory system, and how these systems are really involving in the energetic process, creating energy for the body, and then also releasing and creating the soothing energy for the body. And this is where we begin to find this balance. And then welcoming in this mantra, Sat Nam, I am. This powerful mantra. This mantra can be used in many, many different ways. I was describing before we started the video process here of this class. We were talking about the powerfulness of Sat Nam, this I am. This I am can be, I am the nothingness, the pure essence of yourself that is free of this physical body and all of these outward expressions of the world. But we can also use Sat Nam to help us with our tapas, our goals in life, right? We can use this as our discipline. We can also use this to remind us of our inner strength, our resilience, and all the powerfulness that's within us. We can also use I am Sat Nam as a way of releasing, of letting go what no longer serves us. Sometimes we carry around some of these ideas that might be actually hurtful or harmful to ourselves and society as a whole, and they're not really truth. So Sat Nam actually helps to guide us back to our truth. And Sat Nam can also be used when the mind is too busy or whenever we're overwhelmed with emotions. And so sometimes we can be so confused about exactly how we're feeling because we might be feeling several things all at once. And so therefore we can't pinpoint exactly what we need to do to move forward or to even just to become comfortable or feeling safe and secure again. And Sat Nam can actually help to sort of clear this busyness of this mind and actually help to sort of unify you again, what is actually really happening inside. So Sat Nam, a wonderful, powerful practice, a mantra that you can use into your daily life, and you can start to find how this has these powerful effects, and combining it with the pranayama, or even combining it within your asana, within your practice, your yoga practice, the poses with themselves, starts to really start to balance this energy and actually helps to coordinate all the systems within you. And keeps you really, really involved with all of the coordinating systems that are without you, right? So all of the ones that are a part of this universe that is part of you, and keeps this universe running and keeps the whole energy, the process of energy moving. So thank you very much for joining me in this class today. May you be well, may you be healthy, may you be filled with loving kindness, and may we experience this freedom of Sat Nam. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. I will see you again tomorrow night or for the next video replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for continuing with this practice. And then also again for this unifying practice of yoga. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. I will see you guys soon. Bye.